When you get to see and film change makers, that to me has always fundamentally inspired me. And I always have to ask myself, what can I do? That has always been part of my life journey, and the stories I tell, whether it is, documentaries for big social political issues like in my film, The Apology, or also sparking change in our young audience, like in the series for Jane.
The animals are in danger. Every year there are less and less of them. We have to help them.
The way I got involved was getting a phone call from JJ, the creator, mastermind of all of this. And he asked me to come up with how to really echo what the narrative, what the fiction side was doing. The biggest challenge was finding the right experts, and it was really important to us that they were locally based, that they were native to the countries where these species, these animals are located. And this was really what excited me about it, as well as the fact that this was going to be a new type of audience to make documentary for, where I would almost argue is one of the most important audiences to influence and to get on board with very important ideas and really to inspire. If you could spark that type of change at such a young age, you could just see the trickle effect, that legacy being built. That's why I got into film. That's why I do what I do, really. So this was definitely a next step, a next level for me to embark in. I don't think any documentary filmmaker that's ever made a social impact story can ever say that you make it and it's done. It's a responsibility, and an even bigger one, especially when it gets recognized on that world stage, to know that you'll always be in service to the story. Everyone who watches this, that are either starting out, getting into their first feature doc, or wanting to dabble into documentaries, that even after all of this and accolades for films that I have made, is I still suffer from imposter syndrome. I always wondered if I am good enough. Am I the right person? Do I even know what I'm doing? All of that is something real, and it doesn't go away. And it's not about erasing it, but it's about how do I overcome and live with knowing that it will come up from time to time, but to make sure that it doesn't consume and take over your life. So I always like to try to break any myth that once you reach a certain point in your career with recognitions that all of that stuff goes away. It doesn't go away, but you learn how to have conversations with that inside voice to be able to move through your day and not to beat yourself up about it, because you're not alone.